Right now, new information shows a gap in then-President Trump's phone logs during the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. How the House committee investigating that day looks to learn more about what the former president was doing. Also, Russia and Ukraine are now talking again as President Biden continues to defend his controversial comment about Vladimir Putin. This is News 3 Now at noon. There are new questions about what President Trump was doing and who he was speaking with on January 6, 2021, at the time thousands of his supporters were attacking the U.S. Capitol. Skylar Henry has more details from Capitol Hill.
President Trump's phone calls during the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol are being scrutinized. CBS News and The Washington Post have obtained 11 pages of White House records for January 6th, which show a log of the president's calls. But there is a nearly 8-hour gap from 11:17 a.m. to 6:54 p.m., in which no phone call was recorded.
No records turned over to the Select Committee in the House. Because the National Archives doesn't have them.
CBS News has confirmed the president talked on the phone to at least 2 people, including Utah Senator Mike Lee and House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy during that time frame.
These records seem to have disappeared, and one lawmaker we talked to said this is a cover-up.
The congressional committee investigating the January 6th assault is looking into whether President Trump used phones belonging to his aides or personal disposable phones called burner phones to speak with people during that period. Former President Trump responded in a statement saying, "I have no idea what a burner phone is. To the best of my knowledge, I've never even heard of the term." The revelation comes as 2 more former members of the Trump administration face charges for refusing to work with the committee investigating the January 6th assault. The committee voted unanimously to recommend that the House hold Dan Scavino and Peter Navarro in contempt of Congress.
They are obligated to comply with our investigation. They have refused to do so, and that's a crime.
And a federal judge in California ruled Monday that attorney John Eastman, who outlined legal plans to overturn the 2020 elections, has to turn over his records to the committee. In issuing the ruling, Judge David Carter said that Eastman and former President Trump more likely than not engaged in criminal conduct to overturn the election. He said their campaign was not confined to the ivory tower. It was a coup in search of a legal theory. Judge Carter added the plan spurred violent attacks on the seat of our nation's government, led to the deaths of several law enforcement officers, and deepened public distrust of our political process. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And Eastman's attorney told CBS News his client has an unblemished record as an attorney and disagrees with the judge's findings. Let's head to the Weather Center now. Julian Seawright has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Enjoy the dryness, I guess, for now.
Absolutely, at least for now, because the stage is being set for us to see our precipitation of some rainfall coming into the later part of today. But as we take a look as of right now, when we can see that overcast is sitting really profoundly here in Madison for us. And for our temperatures, we're about 35 degrees right now, but those southeasterly winds are definitely on the breezy end. They're going to stay at that pace throughout much of today. On top of it, the cloud cover is not going to really break at all throughout the rest of today, so don't expect to see much sun at all. As we head into the later part of this evening, around the 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. commute, so we're going to be expecting to see some of our first round of showers. But as of right now, it is dry, so enjoy it while we have it, because we are going to start to see some of that rain rolling in later into today. But temperatures, 37 degrees in Janesville right now with 38 in Platteville. Many of us are into the middle and upper 30s with some lower 40s over towards Boscobel. And for our wind speeds, we're all looking at breezy conditions for the most part as we continue throughout the rest of our afternoon. But in terms of timing, once again, into the lunch hour and early afternoon, not going to be seeing much. However, just outside of Crawford County, could see some showers starting to pop up. But for everywhere else, we're going to start to see more scattered rain showers starting to roll its way in later into this evening, closing into tonight, where we're going to be seeing some thunderstorms starting to pop up as well. We'll talk more in detail about this and what else to expect, because we are going to see some changes as well as we go into our Wednesday, Mark.
All right, we'll check back, Julian. Thank you.
Yeah.
A Verona man and woman are in custody after police said drugs and illegal weapons were found in a car. Officers searched a vehicle at 441 West Main Street just before 2:45 this morning. Officers say the 32-year-old man was wanted by Madison police for an alleged weapons offense. They found 2 loaded handguns, an illegal short-barreled shotgun, drugs and drug paraphernalia. Both of the suspects are being held in the Dane County Jail. A Janesville man on probation for burglary was arrested yesterday after allegedly burglarizing a horticulture center. The 25-year-old was found near the wood line of Rotary Gardens Horticulture Center just after 4:30 in the morning. Police say evidence confirmed the man burglarized the building. The man faces potential charges of burglary and violating probation. Records show a 14-year-old who died after he fell from an Orlando amusement park ride may have been too large to go on the ride. It happened last Thursday at the free fall drop tower ride at Icon Park. Tyra Sampson's father questioned whether his son met size and weight requirements, saying the football standout was 6'5" and weighed 340 pounds. The ride's manual says the maximum passenger weight is about 287 pounds. According to the accident report, the safety harness was down and locked when the ride stopped. Russia and Ukraine are still at war, but the two nations have reopened talks that could lead to a ceasefire in the bloody conflict. Russia's deputy defense minister says Moscow will, quote, fundamentally cut back operations near Kyiv and another major city in Ukraine to increase mutual trust. In addition to a ceasefire, Ukrainian officials are seeking guarantees for the nation's future. Russia has demanded Ukraine declare its neutrality and have no military affiliation with another country. And Ukrainian President Zelensky says he's open to that. Meanwhile, at the White House, President Biden continues to defend his comments, saying Vladimir Putin cannot remain in power.
I want to make it clear, I wasn't then, nor am I now, articulating a policy change. I was expressing the moral outrage that I feel, and I make no apologies for it.
On the ground in Ukraine, military officials say they've recaptured 2 towns outside Kyiv. One NATO official estimates between 7,000 and 15,000 Russian troops have been killed in just over a month. Well, a milestone in the pandemic, the last U.S. military medical team responding to the COVID-19 crisis wraps up its clinical mission today. For the past 2 years, nearly 5,000 federal personnel have been deployed across 49 states and territories. But now every one of those missions is finally over. More than 65% of people in the U.S. are fully vaccinated, and COVID-19 hospitalizations have dropped near their lowest point ever. The FDA is expanding the emergency use authorization for all adults over 50 years old to get a second COVID-19 booster shot. For the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines, a second booster can be given 4 months after the first. The CDC is not expected to officially recommend a second booster shot, but instead okay shots be given to those who want them. The medical community is mixed on whether additional booster shots are necessary to properly protect people from the virus. The Department of Homeland Security says COVID vaccinations will soon be offered to migrants in custody at the southern border. The DHS told Congress that it should be able to provide around 2,700 shots daily, and that number will more than double before the end of May. Some members of the Biden administration were not in favor of the move, saying it could encourage more people to try to enter the country. And it's something still on the minds of many. Actor Will Smith slapping Chris Rock live on stage after the comedian made a joke about his wife during Sunday's Oscar ceremony. Smith issued an apology to Rock on social media late yesterday, saying, "Jokes at my expense are part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much to bear." Smith later won the Oscar for Best Actor, gaining a standing ovation less than an hour after the slap. The apology and actions had mixed reactions across Hollywood.
It's great that he apologized because a lot of people look up to him and they aspire to behave like he behaves.
I was sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. You do not have the right to walk up on stage and smack somebody in the face because they said words.
The Academy, which did not take action Sunday night, has launched a formal review of what happened. Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon.
United Health makes a big investment in home care and a chance to unlock gifts of guac for the rest of the year. I'm Naomi Ruckham at the CBS Broadcast Center. I'll have those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
1-800-GOT-JUNK can bring the springtime anytime.
Oh, yes! We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK
or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
At Papa Murphy's, we knead seriously, chop seriously, and shred seriously. Because we're serious about Tuesdays, even if you're not. Every Tuesday, get a large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Give your home an update, inside and out, with 11% off everything at Menards. Find your style with over 1,000 Patriot lighting fixtures. Save 11% on all Patriot lighting, like this Dryden 4-light chandelier. Whether you're adding extra security to your exterior door or simply updating a new lever, Menards offers 100 styles and 6 finish options of quick set, lock sets, levers, and deadbolts. Now all 11% off.
Save big money at Menards.
My mom was a bank teller, but her hands were so crippled by arthritis she could no longer do her job. She applied for Social Security disability benefits. Like most people, my mom was denied. I'm attorney Don Becker. Don't be embarrassed and don't give up. My mom appealed. You can too. Disability law is all we do.
Call the Becker Law Office, 608-640-3868.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living, and through no fault of their own, they're being left behind? If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Aren't we all just looking for the hottest stocks?
Nope. We use diversified strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions for you, right?
No, we don't sell commission products. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our clients' best interest.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep, we do better when our clients do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
1-800-GOT-JUNK can bring the springtime anytime.
Oh, yes! We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
One of the nation's largest healthcare companies is about to get even bigger. United Health is acquiring LHC Group for nearly $5.5 billion. The deal is expected to close later this year. United Health plans to add LHC to its Optum Group, which runs primary care clinics and surgery centers. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has reinstated a sharp increase in penalties for cars that aren't fuel efficient. The decision impacts model years 2019 and beyond. The Trump administration had delayed regulations that would more than double the fines for automakers not meeting standards. The new ruling takes effect in 60 days and extends penalties to cars made in 2022. Wells Fargo is teaming up with Built Rewards for a credit card catering to rent-paying customers. Among the draws, payments can be made to any rental property in the U.S. without any transaction fees. Customers can earn rewards for simply paying their landlords. There is no fee for using the card, but it does carry an interest rate. And it's always a good day when the guac isn't extra. And for those who enroll in Chipotle's rewards program, the chain will launch you into guac mode. The benefit surprises members with free scoops of guacamole throughout the year. Sign up for the perk runs through this Thursday. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Naomi Ruckham.
Naomi, thank you. Let's look at Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrial's up 100 points. The NASDAQ up 137. The S&P 500 up 29. With most COVID restrictions lifted, millions of people are looking to travel. But Danya Backus tells us it's costing more.
Gina Kramer and her daughter Frankie flew to Southern California to visit family they weren't able to see during the pandemic.
I haven't seen my family that lived here in 4 years, so it's, yeah, I think so. It's going to be a family reunion of sorts.
But the trip is coming at a cost. Oil prices are making jet fuel more expensive, and that has ticket prices soaring. The average is around $311, up nearly 32% from the beginning of the year. Gina saw increases while shopping for her ticket online.
And if you missed a window, 2 days later, the prices were like $100 more.
Even with the higher prices, a new survey finds 72% of Americans plan to travel more this year. That rise in demand is pushing up prices for just about everything travel-related.
Domestic bookings are surging. Hotel rates are going up, nearing 2019 levels.
CBS News senior travel advisor Peter Greenberg says national park reservations are in high demand, and cruise ships are filling up as people put more importance on travel. An American Express survey found 65% of people would rather take their dream vacation than purchase a new car.
People are now valuing travel as an experience that they want to keep, and that's what they're doing.
Mother Samantha Strobel-Engler agrees.
We've missed out on so much. I think, being a parent to young kids during this time, it's like you want to give them that experience again. You want to show them the world again.
Experts say Americans who plan to travel should book quickly because it's likely rates will continue to go up. Danya Backus, CBS News, Burbank, California.
And next at noon, we'll share your latest egg numbers and headliners for this year's Summer Fest. We'll tell you who's coming. Plus, not much sun in the forecast for the next few days. Julian has the details after the break.
Andrew Larson here, owner of Larson Home Services. My team is fired up. We've discovered a new replacement gutter system that sets the standard for performance, durability, and beauty. It's called Gutter Shutter, and it's guaranteed to never clog, sag, or pull away. It's 100% made in the USA. We'll show you why Gutter Shutter means you can stay off the ladder forever. Right now, get 75% off installation labor, free financing for 24 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your new Gutter Shutter system. Call now to set up your free estimate.
People said we couldn't run a successful business using progressive values, but that's exactly what we did. That's how we built the Bucks Arena. We made sure our minority and women-owned businesses were able to grow with it, paying good wages, using materials made in Wisconsin, all done in an environmentally sustainable way. That's the type of thinking we need in the U.S. Senate. We're not going to just talk about issues. I'm going to go to Washington and deliver. I'm Alex Lazary, and I approve this message.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, that moment when we see a patient smile is everything to us. So whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or dental implants, we're here to help you. Go ahead and smile.
Go ahead and smile. Go ahead and smile. Go ahead and smile.
$1 million worth of the best hot tubs in Madison are at Leisure Concepts. And right now, get immediate free delivery, free ozone system, cover lift, matching entry steps, supplies, and training. Our showroom is packed with brand new hot tubs for immediate delivery. We're including everything you need and all at a great low spring price. Leisure Concepts is open 7 days a week. Stop into our packed showroom in Madison on the Beltline at the Park Street exit.
It's the center of Stoughton's rich heritage and active creative community.
Josh Breiter takes you on a behind-the-scenes tour of the iconic Stoughton Opera House.
And we continue to track more rain and even a chance for snow in the first warn forecast. I'm going to break it down tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
When war breaks out,
I don't know what will happen.
Until a local couple takes action to help their Ukrainian friends.
We need to get her to the United States.
Susan Simon shares the powerful story of two families bonded by compassion. Thursday on News 3 Now at 10. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
And Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report out of the radio barn today. So here are your farm numbers. Georgia's music festival is back for 3 star-studded weekends this summer. Summerfest announced most of the headliners today. They include Jason Aldean, Machine Gun Kelly, Lil Wayne, and the Backstreet Boys. More headliners will be announced closer to the start of the festival. Summerfest will be held June 23rd to the 25th, June 30th to July 2nd, and July 7th through the 9th. For more information, look for this story on our website, channel3000.com. Julian, summer seems like so far away at this point.
At this point, you're right, because we're still dealing with even wintry-like conditions for us. But before we get to that, we do have some spring-like feels that we're going to get into, as we have the stage set for us with this overcast that's really blanketed much of southern Wisconsin, and that's what we're going to see throughout the course of the day. 35 degrees, it's quiet now, even though we are seeing breezy conditions from the east-southeast at 18 miles per hour, making it feel a bit chillier than it is on the surface. Now, temperatures around southern Wisconsin are still into those middle and upper 30s. However, we can see 37 degrees for Janesville and 38 in Platteville. However, our friends to Prairie du Chien and Boscobel are in the lone 40s as we're kicking off our afternoon. And again, we are onto the dry side as of right now, but it's just going to be a matter of time for us here in southern Wisconsin for us to see our first few rain showers coming in from the system, which is already bringing in snow to areas like Wyoming and to Denver, Colorado, which is going to track its way continuing across the upper Midwest, bringing us plenty of spring-like showers throughout much of this week. And this is what we're going to be doing for us. We're going to time out when we're going to expect to see some showers here in southern Wisconsin. As we get into around the 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. commute, so we're going to start to see our first round of some rain rolling into Dane County and areas just into the northeast. As we go into tonight, expect to hear some rumbling of some thunder for some areas, especially into isolated areas just into the southwest as we go into the overnight hours. And that's going to be the theme until we get into our morning commute. Showers are going to be off and on throughout the early parts of our Wednesday morning, and then back again as we get closer to lunchtime tomorrow. We're going to be seeing much more widespread rain, going to be more organized as well as we get into our evening hours, making for a very soggy lunchtime and evening commute for our Wednesday. And that's going to be the theme throughout the rest of Wednesday. Because as we get into Wednesday night, folks, yes, we're looking at chances of still seeing some thunderstorms, but at the back end, coming in from the northwest, we're going to see as those temperatures start to drop, going into close to the freezing point, mixing of that rain, going into some sleet and then to some snow as we get into our Thursday morning. And that's when we're going to be looking at light snow to stick around for us until we get close to the lunchtime hour into Thursday. But in terms of rain, we're looking at very healthy amounts. It's something that we need because we're still in a severe drought here in southern Wisconsin. So close to about an inch. Some areas could even see an inch and a half of rainfall throughout southern Wisconsin through this event going into tomorrow, especially if we see those heavier rain bands start to pile in with those thunderstorms. Now, as we get into the rest of the week, Friday is going to be on the quiet side, but then we are looking for just one more round of some light snow that could transition into rain as we get into our Saturday to kick off our weekend. Then afterwards, we are looking for more dry conditions going into Sunday, but April is going to be bringing in some more spring showers for us as well. But the 3 things we need to know before we get into next week is what we're dealing with this week. It's going to be on the soggy side, so just be prepared for more rain and for some thunderstorms, and then we're going to see that snow heading into our Thursday to end the week. And the temperatures are going to be at best on Wednesdays. Then we're going to be starting to steady out heading into Thursday with temperatures around 35 degrees, warming back up just a bit for the weekend. But we're not going to see those 50s try to stabilize too much until we get into next week. But again, the real takeaway right now is, Mark, we got to get through the next few days, try to stay as dry as possible because it's going to be a soggy one.
It sure is. All right. Thank you, Julian. Yeah. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. I'm next. Howard's getting ready for this weekend's Final Four in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Lace up your sneakers and get ready for a dish that'll earn you extra points. It's March Madness, and we've got a guaranteed slam dunk.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Do you want everything you may deserve? Tell the insurance company you mean business.
I knew who to call.
They know how to get more from the insurance company.
Call 800-800-5678, Hupie and Abraham, right now.
I can't take it anymore. It's time for a change. Buy one window, get one free? Perfect.
I can change, honey.
Not you. These drafty old windows.
Oh.
It's time for a change. Buy one window, get one free from Feldco.
Buy one window, get one free ends Thursday. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Guys, do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Now there's great news. Peak Performance for Men will help you regain your performance and confidence naturally. Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, clinically shown to open up and regrow blood vessels, restoring normal and natural functionability where it counts most. There are no needles, no surgery, and best of all, no pain. Call now and receive an ultrasound, your initial consultation, all for free, and over $300 value. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
More Americans are growing their own vegetables than ever before. At Garden Mats, we're here to help people supplement their food supply with fresh, organic vegetables. Whether you are a beginner, novice, or master gardener, Garden Mats make gardening a breeze. Spend your summers trying to keep up with each other, not your weeds. Go to gardenmats.com and plan your garden today.
Rising prices have hit us all pretty hard, especially utility bills. Here's how USA Insulation can help. When we wrap your home in our foam, it keeps your expensive warm air from leaking out, just like an insulated coffee mug. And with our low monthly payment plans, you can use your energy savings to help pay for it. Imagine a more comfortable home that saves you money. Call now and get a $500 discount on whole home insulation.
USA Insulation.
If you've been injured in an accident, don't take on the insurance company alone. Put resources and experience on your side. Call 800-800-5678, Hupy and Abraham, right now.
Right now, we're in the middle of March Madness. So whether you're a diehard college basketball fan or you simply love nibbling on something really good, we've got just the thing for you. They're sweet and sour meatballs. And to make them, all we do is combine some ground beef, an egg, a splash of water, a good amount of breadcrumbs, and a few seasonings. We give this a good mix and roll it into cocktail-sized meatballs. Once that's done, we mix together some cocktail sauce, grape jelly, that's the sweet part, and for the sour part, we add some fresh lemon juice. The meatballs will go into the sauce, and after they cook low and slow, they're done. And whether you serve these as an appetizer during the playoffs or over noodles as a hearty main dish, you can't go wrong. The recipe for what we call sweet and sour meatballs is online now, so you can keep your taste buds and your gang excited throughout the games. I'm Howard of the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a tongue-tingling way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Here's Julia now. One final look at the forecast.
Well, we're just going to go over and review just the 3 things we're going to need to know heading in throughout the rest of this week. We're looking at showers to come in for tonight. Thunderstorms will arrive with it, and we're going to be looking at soggy conditions throughout our Wednesday. Even though temperatures will be near 60, we're looking at rain all day. Then from Wednesday night into Thursday and Thursday entirely, we're going to be looking at some light snow to end the week. Now, this is a look at our 10-day forecast, folks. Our warm day is going to be tomorrow, but definitely try to stay as dry as possible.
All right, Julian, thank you. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.